Hey guys, so back at it again with another video. This time we're tackling on substance use and gambling. Um, we're looking at the findings of the Youth’12 series or research in relation to youth in that topic. So let's get straight into it. Alright, so we'll be looking at use of cigarettes for smoking, obviously, alcohol, other substances, touch on gambling, and we'll look at the comparisons between 2001, 2007, and 2012. Yep. So cigarettes, substance use and gambling. Use of alcohol and other drugs by adolescents is significant in terms of problems and risk during adolescence, as well as in terms of later life issues. For example, most adult smokers start smoking cigarettes during the teenage years, and people who do not begin smoking during adolescence are less likely to become smokers as adults. So that indicates, so that tells me that just, what you do now, the impacts of the things that you do now as a youth, it does carry on to when you become an adult, and that comes down to like when to addictions and vices, smoking, alcohol, gambling, and yeah, that's basically what this topic is about. In 2012, 11% of students reported that they currently smoke cigarettes at least occasionally, while almost 5% of students reported smoking cigarettes weekly or more often. Yeah, so there are some students that do smoke. I'm not too sure if you have had experience with youths there about with use of cigarettes in your past schooling life. Did you?
Yeah, I definitely
Or like friends or something, or new people that did smoke and stuff?
I guess just people around school, it's definitely a topic that is talked about a lot.
Yeah.
Also seen it around the school, sadly. And yeah, it's surprising how young they start. Yeah.
Yeah. Moving on, alcohol. 57% of students have ever tried alcohol. 8% drink alcohol weekly or more frequently, and 23% reported having engaged in binge drinking. So, man, like that's another issue. Drinking or alcohol is it's getting. I feel like because this is a 2012 survey, I feel like it has increased. Just this is just my judgment in terms of just feeling the situation or looking at like youths of today, things that go on social media, and like the things I've been told about by researchers and stuff like that. But like, man, like drinking is another problem. Like, I think it just comes down as well from what we learn from our parents or like our elders, and like just the lifestyle here in New Zealand. Just cracking a cold one, like that kind of like lifestyle. And then obviously one or two may not harm you so much, but then any more than that, it could lead into super decisions. And if you do it frequently enough, you become addicted. Yeah, I know definitely mates of mine or drink a lot. Not so much me. I'm not into alcohol as much, but saying that I don't judge them, but in saying that like it's when they do the stupid things that after drinking, when they're out of control, that is kind of what bothers me more. And I think especially in young adults or during adolescence, when your brain's not fully developed yet, and how can you really expect youths to kind of deal with that kind of dilemma, right? Like with them, like with alcohol going straight to your head.
Yeah.
Other substance uses. So 23% of students have ever used marijuana, and 13% currently use marijuana. So that's not a very impressive stat, to be honest. That's a lot of students. 23% of students have ever used it. Like, we all know the harm that marijuana can do to you, if not kind of you know, other people argue that marijuana can be used for medicine and stuff, but we all know how it kind of affects your brain. And as I mentioned before, with alcohol, marijuana does the same, if not less or more damage to your brain than alcohol. And yeah, it's just not on, eh? Yeah, so gambling. So 24% of students had gambled in the past year, and 10% had gambled in the last 4 weeks. Whoa, man, gambling like in like teenage years, like really, like how does it even, like, I guess the question that comes into my mind here is that, like, you know, because I know some, I thought like casinos or like pokie machines had like a 21-year-old age limit to use them, but like maybe gambling, other form of gambling, not just going to machines and stuff. What do you think?
I mean, definitely there could be some form of kind of gambling within a more house setup kind of thing. You know, that I feel like there's
Yeah,
definitely more ways to do that. As sad as it sounds, but yeah, I think people, you know, if they really wanted
find
to,
ways.
they will find a way. Yeah.
Yeah. So comparisons from 01 to 07 to 012. So there has been a significant decline in the use of cigarettes, which is good. Also, in alcohol and marijuana reported by students. So this is good. But I wonder if it's changed much now. You know, with things, because everything's made available online nowadays, and I wonder how safe are our youths of today from that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. The proportion of students who have ever tried smoking cigarettes has decreased from 53% in 01 to in 2007 to 23%. So that's a massive change. And 23% in 2012. So from 53%, that's pretty good, right? That's more than half, actually. Smoking cigarettes weekly has decreased from 16% in 01 to 8% in 2007, so lower than 5% in 2012. So this is good. Binge drinking has also followed a similar downwards trend, in 40% of students reporting binge drinking in the last 4 weeks in 2001, compared to 34% in 2007 and 23% in 2012. Yeah, again, I mentioned, I wonder if it's changed much today, just because of like the things that we hear about and see about and read about. Yeah, but yeah, that's basically, I guess, we're from 2012. It seemed like it wasn't a good path, but like I wonder if it's changed much now. But yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you.